In this video, we're ranking 14 incredible properties across Tuscany that you can buy right now for 500,000 euros. From historic villas near Florence to sprawling farmhouses in Grosseto, we'll place each one on a tier list, from the ultimate S-tier dream homes down to the F-tier, homes you should not touch. Along the way, you'll see how 500,000 euros stretches very differently depending on the region of Tuscany. Stay with me until the end, because I'll show you in which part of Tuscany €500,000 can get you a nice villa with a pool, as well as where it barely buys you a rundown old house. Florence region. Florence isn't just the capital of Tuscany, it's the beating heart of Italian art and history. Living here means being 30 minutes away from Michelangelo's David and Brunelleschi's Dome. But what can €500,000 actually buy you in this world-famous region? First up, Montepertoli. Here we've got a villa that looks like it's straight out of a Tuscan dream. Built in the 1700s and renovated in the late 90s, this 100 square meter home offers rustic elegance with terracotta floors, exposed beams, and fireplaces in nearly every room. The property sits on 8,000 square meters of land filled with 100 olive trees. And yes, there's a Roman travertine pool where you can switch between saltwater and chlorine. Imagine that. You're not just swimming, you're curating the chemical balance of your Tuscan lifestyle. Inside, everything is furnished with timeless charm, so you could move in tomorrow. For 520,000 euros, this villa delivers both privacy and style. Clear A tier. Because while it's gorgeous, the interior space is limited compared to others we'll see. Next, Lastra Assigni. This terraced house is larger, 185 square meters, and it makes a statement with its hilltop views over the Tuscan countryside. Renovated with high-quality finishes, it's got 2 entrances, private garden, terraces, and a double garage. Inside, you've got open-plan living, walk-in wardrobes, a home office, and a refined modern style that feels ready-made for Airbnb guests. The price? $535,000. Compared to Montepertoli, you're getting more space, better integration with modern life, and a location that's still within commuting distance of Florence. This one edges ahead into A tier plus, almost S. So in Florence, your choice is intimacy and rustic charm in Montepertoli, or scale and modern luxury in Lastra. But don't go anywhere, because in Arezzo, one villa comes with its own pool and parkland, while another hides a 2-hectare olive grove. Arezzo region. Arezzo is quieter than Florence, but it's pure Tuscany. Rolling hills, vineyards, and those stone hill towns where time feels frozen. This is where you come if you want space, views, and a bit of distance from tourist crowds. First stop, Lucca. Here, the villa immediately impresses with its park-like grounds, 7,000 square meters, all fenced, irrigated, and dotted with mature trees. There's a pool with a sun terrace, perfect for those August afternoons when the Tuscan heat is at its peak. Inside, 252 square meters give you 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and multiple living spaces with fireplaces. It's being sold fully furnished, and not with generic furniture. The kind of heavy Tuscan wood, ironwork, and stone accents that feel like they belong. You could literally move in tomorrow and live the dream. At 530,000 euros, it's spacious, practical, and rental ready. That's why this villa is a clear A tier. But then comes Cortona. This one isn't just a house, it's a story. Cortona is the setting of Under the Tuscan Sun, and this stone villa lives up to the legend. With 310 square meters, it's nearly 25% larger than Lucca. 2 hectares of olive groves mean you could bottle your own olive oil every year. The architecture is pure stone Tuscan. Terracotta floors, exposed beams, fireplaces, wooden shutters. years. Modern comforts are built in too. Solar panels for hot water, solid wood windows, and air conditioning. Downstairs, you've got open plan living that flows to the garden, while upstairs holds 4 bedrooms with endless countryside views. It's the kind of home that works equally as a private residence or a boutique rental. With a price tag of 530,000 euros, it's impossible not to call this one S tier. So in Arezzo, the choice is between Lucca no, the comfortable move-in ready villa with pool, or Corto na, where you're essentially buying into the Tuscan fantasy itself. And if you think Corto na is a dream, wait until Grosseto, where entire farm estates with hectares of land are on offer. Grosseto region. Welcome to the Maremma, Tuscany's wild heart. Here the hills roll right into the sea, dotted with medieval villages and endless farmland. First, Campagna Tico. This farmhouse covers 218 square meters, and the land is the star. Almost 4 hectares of olive trees, cypresses, and wildflowers. There's a swimming pool surrounded by stone paving, so your summers are sorted. The interiors stay rustic, exposed beams, plaster walls, small windows. It feels authentic, but also a bit dark compared to modern builds. Still, you can imagine operating this as a farmhouse rental or agriturismo. At 540,000, it's charming, but not the best use of your money compared to other regions. This one sits at B tier. Now, Grosseto proper. Here we find a semi-detached house that's more urban in spirit, but very practical. At 210 square meters, it spans 3 floors and comes with a 650 square meter garden. The interiors are fresher. Terraces, a bright attic level, and 2 full bathrooms. It's Class A2 energy certified, meaning efficient heating and cooling. And the location? Just 5 minutes from Grosseto's lively center and 10 minutes from the beach. That balance of city access and countryside calm makes this a smart choice for families. For 550,000 euros, it's A tier. So in Grosseto, the decision is simple. Rustic agricultural living with Campagna Tico, or modern suburban convenience with Grosseto itself. But if you want seaside vibes, Livorno takes us right to the Etruscan coast. Livorno region. This region is all about the Tyrrhenian Sea, ferry ports, beaches, and those endless coastal drives. First stop, Piombino. Just 3 kilometers from the beach, this rural villa offers 200 square meters of living space. But the real wow factor is outside. A 2,000 square meter fenced garden, plus a 5,500 square meter olive grove with 180 producing trees. That's olive oil for life. The portico is massive. 100 square meters of shaded outdoor space with beams of chestnut wood and a brick oven for barbecues. Inside, it's rustic. Tiled floors, fireplaces, and balconies on the upper level. It feels more country retreat than luxury villa. At 560,000, it's solid, but not jaw-dropping, so we're giving it B tier. Then comes China. This is a country house, but refined. With 295 square meters and 11 rooms, it's almost mansion-sized. The interiors mix stone arches with modern updates, and the property can even be divided into 3 independent apartments. That flexibility makes it perfect for rentals, a guest house, or even multi-family living. Outside, the garden is walled and private, with old trees providing shade. Compared to Piombino, this is much more versatile and better finished. For 568,000, it deserves A tier. So in Livorno, you choose rustic seaside villa in Piombino, or larger, more flexible countryside luxury in China. But Lucca shows us another side: mountain views, chestnut forests, and quirky old farmhouses. Lucca region. Lucca is famous for its Renaissance walls and charming old town, but the surrounding hills hold plenty of hidden gems. First, Massa-Carrara. This detached home comes with sea views, a 260 square meter interior, and 3 separate units inside. One is 150 square meters, another 70, plus a 60 square meter dependence. That sounds like a lot of flexibility. B&B, rentals, or extended family, but the layout feels fragmented, not like one cohesive home. Still, there's 4,000 square meters of land with olive trees, and you can add a pool. At 520,000 euros, it's decent, but not exceptional. We'll place it in C tier. Then, Garfanyana, near Pievefoscana. Here you get an ancient farmhouse, 200 square meters of stone and wood, with 2 hectares of land including chestnut forests. One half has been beautifully restored, the other is mid-renovation, so you'd need to finish the work. The potential is huge, another 150 square meter unit, maybe even a pool, but as it stands, it's unfinished, rural, and requires investment. All this and its steep price of 540,000 euros drags it down to D tier. And now we reach Massa-Carrara, where one villa overshoots in scale while another stays grounded. Massa-Carrara region. This is Tuscany's northern edge, famous for marble, mountains, and beaches. First, Mulazzo. On paper, this looks incredible. 500 square meters, a swimming pool, garden, and views of the Apennines. 3 floors, 4 bathrooms, multiple living rooms. But here's the reality. It's far too big for most families. Maintenance would eat you alive, and the isolation is real. For 540,000 euros, it feels like buying a burden. This is a solid D tier. But here in Carrara, this home is much closer to reality. At 316 square meters, it's still big, but more manageable. A detached villa with fireplaces, multiple terraces, and a split-level design that allows for 2 families to live separately. The garden is 550 square meters. Not massive, but enough to enjoy. Built in the 90s, it's not historic, but it's functional and versatile. The only missing detail is price. 530,000 euros. Compared to Mulazzo, it's a big step up. That puts Cara at B tier. So Massa-Carrara pits grandeur against livability, and practicality clearly wins. But Pisa is where this list peaks, with history, castles, and one of the most unique villas in all of Tuscany. Pisa region. Everyone knows Pisa for the Leaning Tower, but the countryside around it is full of stone farmhouses and historic villas. First, Pomarance, meet Casale Bernardino dating back to the 10th century. Yes, nearly 1,000 years old. It's 140 square meters with original stone walls, terracotta floors, vaulted ceilings, and exposed beams. The property spreads over 4.8 hectares with olive groves, fruit trees, and even a private lake. There's a stunning infinity pool overlooking the hills. Inside, it's cozy rather than grand. More suited to a couple or small family than large gatherings. Still, the character is off the charts. At 520,000 euros, this deserves B tier. And now, San Miniato. This is not just a villa, it's practically a castle, a Liberty-style mansion built in 1925 by architect Mario Gucci. Yes, part of that Gucci family legacy. With 330 square meters, a marble staircase, a tower with panoramic views, fresco details, and a 1,000 square meter garden, this home looks like it belongs in a fairy tale. Inside, you've got grand salons, a study, 4 bedrooms, and even a rooftop veranda. It's rare, historic, and unlike anything else on the market at this price point. For 530,000 euros, this is pure S tier. So there you have it, 14 homes across Tuscany. If you want to check them out, you will find the links for all the properties in the description below. Also, let us know in the comments, which one of these homes would you buy? And of course, subscribe and like the video for more similar videos in the future. Till next time, see ya!